live from our New York studios, and this might as well be the Iman Shumpert Bowl.
It's your series.
Between the Cleveland Cavaliers, the New York Knicks. Iman Shumpert, of course, knows those two teams well, but he's not the only one who's got a ring. Danny Green, he had to show off and have 3 of them things.
Another former Cav.
There you go. Chiney Ogwumike, a #1 pick, and you and I are kind of just slumming over here on this side of the table. Brian Windhorst, Malika Andrews. We're here with you for the next 2 hours, and right now we are 5 hours away from Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know about you, though. Has anyone recovered from what we saw last night in the West? It was a tremendous game. It's not often that the game that it lives up to the hype. This one did that.
That photo.
Aura.
Was it Aura or what did you taught me? I didn't know what.
Aura farming.
Which one was it?
Aura farming is like you kind of go searching for it. But
This was just straight Aura. Let's take a listen to Wemby. He was watching this moment closely.
I still got a lot to learn. I want to get that trophy, many times in my career.
So is that why, Danny, he came out with such a vengeance? Well, remember, no De'Aaron Fox in this one. He's still working on that ankle injury here. But Victor Wembanyama, he had a double-double in the first half.
Yep, setting the tone. Is it crazy to call him a vet at 3 years in? He's like a 3-year vet right now.
He certainly has the maturity of one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he did struggle a little bit early on in this game. Just 4 points, 1 of 5 from the field in the first half. So you had to think that eventually, some way, somehow, Shai was going to get going in this game. Let's go ahead here to the fourth quarter because, Shanae, we got a good one. The Spurs, they were taking care of business, but really, Oklahoma City, the key in their back was Alex Caruso.
It was Alex Caruso. Tough finish by SGA, though, laying it up, but this was the design. Caruso to have a big game. He had 8 threes on the night, the most he's ever made, because they wanted him to take all the shots, and he was making it, which made you feel like maybe they'd still be able to eke this one out.
And all of a sudden, is it
Shine
wiping
up
off
the
the
ball,
Shining up the ball. So Caruso on one end, back the other way. Hey, pop the Champagne.
Juju.
They needed that one. Huge bucket there from Julian Champagne, and then Victor Wembanyama going to work here, Brian.
How about the spin move off the wrong foot?
bigger than you.
And then the other way. Final seconds here of regulation.
Go help.
Go help. Force someone else to beat you.
Do you think that Victor should have come over?
Absolutely.
Come over there, but it's
leaving
designed
the
for that.
three-point shooter there. Victor Wembanyama, emphatic, can't quite get it to go.
Okay, Chet.
So to overtime we go.
There are some plays I wish I were thinking more. Like I think it was the regulation last shot. I had an open look, on a way smaller defender, so I should have just taken it.
All right, hindsight is 20/20, but good for us.
Yeah.
We get some more basketball
Free
here.
basketball.
Well, Alex Caruso said, no, we do not want the cameras in this huddle at this point. To overtime, it's all tied up.
Come here.
Body to body. That's nasty.
He was huge.
Don't look at him
for
like
the
that.
Spurs. And then Shai gives it back up to Alex Caruso.
31 on the night.
Put that headband on, boy.
You mentioned it, 8 made threes, the most in any game of
By
his
design.
NBA career. And then the 2-man game. Turnovers were a problem here for San Antonio down the stretch. It's a good thing that they got Jada back and healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. He was a game changer for them, especially when it comes to converting from one end to the other.
1-point game.
Okay,
SGA.
Get on that rim.
Now all of a sudden.
Oh, here we go.
Well, the Spurs are in trouble, right?
Here we go.
That's what I thought.
Is that Steph or is that Victor Wembanyama? Here's how it sounded on San Antonio Spurs radio.
Castle to Wemby, rising deep three. We win! Victor Wembanyama, 6 feet behind the line, ties the game at 108.
De'Aaron Fox is hyped about that one. And did this, Brian, look familiar at all to you?
It sure did, except for this time, Victor gets a 2-for-1. Steph couldn't even get a 2-for-1.
By the way, that was the longest shot of Victor Wembanyama's career, and it wasn't particularly close, so why not? Double overtime we go here. Victor, little pump fake.
And so that's the thing. Once he knocks down a three, you overreact, and then he gets downhill. Who can stop that? Nobody.
Well, not Oklahoma City, certainly last night.
Stop.
Victor Wembanyama.
Think about it.
Mouse in the house. Caruso guarding him.
Stop. Think about it.
Oh, and this is when the San Antonio Spurs are really starting to feel it here. Once again.
What are you going to do about this?
Mouse in the house.
Just ducking in.
Castle, loving it. He was huge for San Antonio in this game. J-Dub, trying to make something happen.
Not
Wemby
J-Dub.
says no. Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs go on the road. They get the Game 1 win. Here's Victor after the game.
we as a team are ready to go in any environment, in any place, against anybody. And even though we still got a lot to learn, our effort should be over anybody else's. And tonight we were relentless. We want to win everything, and we have the chance to have people above us in the organization that know how to do that. So far, it looks like they've put the right people together to give us a chance, because right now we got a chance. We still got a lot to do, a lot to learn, a lot of trials to go through that we don't even know of. But we have a chance, and that's because they've built the team like this.
I think drafting him was helpful too.
Yeah, it was helpful too. This was an awesome game. Can I give you all some numbers though for Victor, right? He became the youngest player in NBA history with a 40-point, 20-rebound playoff game. He's the first in the conference finals since Barkley in '93. And the Spurs star, he dominated when it counted. He outscored the Thunder 9-7 in the second overtime. He poured in 16 points in clutch time. That's the most in the playoffs since Dame 5 years ago, right? And after floating a little bit early, he lived in the paint in Game 1. He attempted 17 layups and dunks, the most in any game in his career here. And Danny, Shump, you guys have both played, right, in Game 7. I don't know about you, watching on TV, that didn't feel like a Game 1
Not at
to
all,
me.
no.
What did it feel like to you?
It felt like a Game 7. Like, it was emotionally, on both sides. I remember I was on the wrong end of it, but Game 6 against Miami, like, it was such an emotional game that it was hard to bounce back. And these two teams, we're going to see how they do the rest of the series. Mind you, they all played like 50 minutes. So we're going to see how they do in Game 2, emotionally, how they bounce back, and mentally to prepare for the rest of the series against each other.
Yeah, I felt like it felt like a Game 6. It felt like the Spurs had to win that game. Like, that's the way they carried it.
Did they have to win that
I don't know.
I think they did.
The way they carried it, it seemed a lot like that. Like, their guards, the way they attacked, the way they, it seemed like it was very cutthroat to send a statement. Maybe it's a do your work early statement that they sent.
Right.
But if I'm OKC, even though I know that the next game I could only imagine that Chet, you're gonna.
I have no choice at this point.
I would hope so, Chet, that we're gonna guard Wemby this. I would hope so. I hope we're not coming off the help. Coming off the help ain't helping.
They can throw. But yes, Spurs, I think, needs to win it because they're young. I don't know if a young group can bounce back from that type of loss. OKC has been there. They have championship DNA. They've been in the playoffs a couple times. So they might be able to bounce back. But right now, they're in trouble.
You think the adjustment is there, though?
I think there's an adjustment. And for me, it's not just Chet, but you got to play Hartenstein more, too.
What if they actually did a good job on him? I think they did a good job on him.
Well, and it's not a fluke, right? Because
You ain't see all them. You ain't see all these spinning pins.
We saw that in overtime.
J-Dub, Caruso. That's when it counts, Win.
I kind of think it worked.
In their favor?
Which is
Run it, matter of fact, play it
ahead,
again.
Brian.
Do it again. Do it again.
Let's hear it again.
in the regulation, he went 9 of 19, and he had 27 points. Now, he had 17 rebounds because the guys guarding him are so small relative to him.
He can get his own rebound.
He had all those offensive rebounds, but 9 of 19, they're going to sign up for that.
Oh, okay.
Now, in overtime, the idea is not get to overtime. But see, I loved Victor's game plan here, as you mentioned, going to the paint.
Yeah.
He only took 2 threes, and one of them was from 32 feet. I liked his game plan. I got to tell you, I didn't hate the Thunder's game plan, and that's why it's scary, because I think it kind of worked, and they still lost.
I mean, you could get De'Aaron Fox back, which would affect some things, particularly for the San Antonio Spurs and their potential. I think it's bigger than what we're talking about. It wasn't just a statement to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think this was a statement to the entire NBA.
For sure.
That Victor Wembanyama is here to stay. He doesn't care.
It's the Wembanyama now.
It's the Wembanyama. Yes, it's officially the Wembanyama. This man is uber competitive.
Yeah.
And he wants to win at all costs. And to me, I just look at that moment where he was grabbing and clutching Stephon Castle's head, like transferring knowledge and experience at the end of the game.
Can we do that?
We do that in commercial breaks. This was one of the best playoff performances I have ever seen because of who was doing it. Victor Wembanyama, like you mentioned, he played inside and out. He had 6 dunks in the game, 2 times his normal average. Normally he averages 3 dunks, he had 6. He knew that this was the way for him to win. But it came down to, and we were all talking about it, the shot heard around the world. The 3-point shot. It takes cojones to be able in that moment to know you can step into it. Mind you, shooting only 2 threes in the game.
Take that one.
Down 3 to take that one. And you know what's crazy? I looked at his teammate. I can't even remember who it was. They passed it back to him like, oh, this is just what he does.
Castle.
Was it Castle? Yeah. It was in transition. He's like, oh, no, I'm going to give it to him because I know he wants to shoot this. And I know he wants to make it.
What's so remarkable about it? It was a strategy play, okay? Because they're down 3. There's 27, 28 seconds left. He can get 2 for 1.
Yeah.
It's a strategy play. That's what about Wembanyama that's so impressive. He's not just physically gifted. The way he thinks the game is beautiful.
Yeah, he only made one error yesterday. The error was not shooting over in regulation. I'm glad he said it.
There
was no reason to put that down at all. When he takes a one dribble or just a no dribble shot on somebody, it's like at the end of the game, we have to know what you're doing. And I felt like that was an erratic decision. That was his only mistake.
But if you think about what he did, let's just say to get to overtime and in overtime, we saw him knock down a shot. Head down at the top of the key.
Honestly, though, he did what he was supposed to.
Right. But the diversity of his scoring and his dominance.
Until a grown-up guards him, I can't call it his best performance.
But you're saying there's no one on Oklahoma City that's grown up that was guarding him?
No. Why was Caruso
y'all know what I mean.
down the
Listen,
stretch?
first off, I'm not saying y'all not grown up. Everybody grown. You feel we all grown.
I mean a grown-up. If you're a footer, you have to look at a footer.
If you were on the Thunder,
and they did that, I would have went over to Chet. I'd have grabbed him by his chest, and his numbers would have been wrinkled up for the rest of the game. I'd have said, "You are guarding him."
I honestly think that the best way is to guard him with the wing.
I disagree.
We can do that. We can do that all game.
Disagree.
At the end of the game, you need to guard that man.
After he gets the one turnaround and an easy look,
Joe.
help has to
the
be
man
there.
grabbing the ball afterwards, tucking it under his arm, doing all
They
that.
would have had you on him.
That's fine. And I would have been cool with it all game. At the end of the game, I'd have looked for my biggest, whoever the biggest defender is. Bron, who else? Who else want to guard him?
Right.
Somebody that's 7 feet, because he about to shoot over me how Dirk used to shoot over me.
I think there's some reasons for the Oklahoma City Thunder to be looking around and saying, okay, we can feel okay after this because there's still some adjustments that they can make. But likewise, there's some mistakes that the San Antonio made that says, you know what, we might be able to really get one over these guys. Because the thing, we have 2 hours to get into all of this. But guys, we also have the Eastern Conference Finals starting today.
About them.
Right? Donovan Mitchell, he's waited nearly a decade